What is up, you awesome people? It is KBrevelationZ here, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to use SHAREfactory on the new 1.08 update. Now, SHAREfactory, I'm going to be telling you guys how to use it, complex and the simple things, just from the new update, because it is quite different to how it was before. Now, the first thing is the SHAREfactory themes, that store part that's at the bottom, like right here. And that is actually the same as before, and that was already on the actual home screen, if you guys are wondering. But it's good because you can get new themes and stuff. That's quite important. The next thing is the social, where you can watch videos live from PlayStation, whether that be friends or a random person. And also there's like a Twitter thing where there's like a Twitter feed. But I don't personally think I'm going to use that, but I don't know if you guys will. But yeah, I think that, for some people that do use Twitter, it could help them. And then on the videos, there's new project, my project, and my gallery, which is the same as it actually was before, but they've added a new thing called my last project, which is obviously your latest project that you've been working on. Now, this feature is so useful because, say if you had loads of videos right here on your projects, you could easily just go to your last project, and that'd be so easy. Now I'm just going to load up one of my videos and teach you guys how to use it. So as soon as it comes up, you can see that there's a share thing right there. So if you press triangle right now, it would render your video, and a pop-up screen would come up saying where you'd like to share it, whether that be with Facebook, YouTube, and any other video sharing services that it provides for, which it does actually provide for quite a lot, but I can't really remember anything right now in my head about that. But yeah, guys, you will need to know how to do most of this stuff right now, because it is quite different to how it was before. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, you have X, square, and circle teaching us how to, if you click X, you can add things. If you click square, you can edit things. If you click circle, you go back. If you click R2, that's just to go forward. The touch screen sensor, I don't really know how to explain it. That is just to move around on the video, and the other ones aren't really too important, apart from L2, which actually allows you to turn the page into a full screen. But anyway, guys, let's show what you can add. So you can add clips, of course, just as before. This is one of the simplest things, and it's something everyone should know. If you're new to it, then you have to know it. But you can sort it out by game, so you can pick whatever game you've recorded, or you can go on most recent, or even alphabetical. The next thing you need to know how to add is screenshots, and they've actually added loads of them. So you can see ones like solid color, gradient, head cube, eclipse, which I know one of my good friends that started YouTube, LG Eclipse, he'll definitely be wanting to use that, and I've actually used it in my new intro, which I hope you guys liked. There's also cloud, fire, and they all look pretty cool, to be honest, and stars, which I also used in my new intro, and I think they all look pretty good in my opinion. I mean, the fire one, the graphics actually aren't that good, but here's like a little look of them. You can see that they look very nice. So yeah, I mean, I think the Eclipse one looks good, the clouds one looks good, especially if you add like filters and things to it. Then there's the flame, which that looks quite nice. My personal favourite, which is the stars. But guys, going on to the next thing, you can actually add track 2. Now you're thinking, what is that? And that is basically just adding commentary. So as you can see, we've got our camera on Batman, because I don't want you guys to see me. I'm a bit shy for the camera, guys. But yeah, as you can see, we got it on Batman, the Lego Batman. And this is how you add stuff. So you can go and record video, which I can't really click that because it will stop the recording. You can go and record audio, which if I did that, it would record what I'm saying. And then obviously it has another thing where it's add clip again. But we've already went over that, so you don't really need to add another clip. So guys, the next thing we're going to move on to is music. Now as you can see right here, there's loads of Black Ops 3 tracks and stuff, and that is because that is actually the pack that I have downloaded. So like I was saying before, when you saw on the home page, you can actually just download loads of different themes from there. And I just went on the USB. Now if you stick a USB into your system, and on the USB actually make a folder called SHAREfactory, so that's share all caps, factory lower caps, and then inside of that make a folder called music. You can put music onto that folder, and then you can transport it onto the PS4 using the USB. So the next thing I want to go into, guys, is adding overlays. Now these are just some stickers, as you can see, they're the overlays, and it depends on what theme you're using. So I'm using the Black Ops theme, as I already said, and these are all Black Ops stickers, but as I said many times, it depends on what packs or what themes that you're using in order to get what you need. And as you can see, I'm using fonts as well. So the one on the far left side is the font and the largest size, and then it goes into the right side, which is then the smallest. The next thing you can add, guys, is filters. Now this has been uploaded quite a lot on the new update, and that is just really good, guys. I'd say this is kind of a more complex thing than like, you don't have to have it. I mean, when I first started I didn't have it, so for PlayStation users, like, I'd say get used to everything first, and then you can add them later. So I actually use filters to make my intro as well. So as you can see, guys, these retro filters, game filters, and psychedelic, I believe that is how you say it, but I'm not sure, guys. So yeah, you can add loads of these cool ones. I mean, especially that one, that looks really cool, and you can just mess about with them, really, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, after saying the word cool about 50 million times, this is another thing you can add. It's called layouts. And layouts, I don't know, some people use them so like you can get a screenshot in the background while you're doing it, but I don't really like them. Moving on to the next thing is transition. Now as you can see, guys, there's cinematic dissolves and wipes. Now all of these are pretty good. I don't really tend to use wipes that much, but you know, as you can see right here, just previewing them, they are actually pretty good. And if you watch the SHAREfactory, like the one that they already have on SHAREfactory, these are like this kind of tutorial thing, once you get it, they use a lot of them and they actually work quite well. So yeah, it's just how you use it, I guess. But going on to the add section, you can add, the first one is going to be Time Bender. So guys, once I actually click on Time Bender, here's the settings that come up. Now I recommend a maximum of 4 in boost, because if you go on 8, it has the spazziest moment of all time. It just doesn't work and it looks so weird. And I also recommend using smooth, because I don't think step looks very good. Now as you can see there, I just clicked square and then clicked on split clip. Now split clip's the most easy thing, and it's something you need. Now trim clip's not that good, as you can see, I just used it, and I don't really move clips around much either. Now delete clip is something you'll need if you make mistakes or you just want to get rid of something, so that's quite important as well. Now this, oh my god, this is the best thing of all time. It is the music, because I mean the clip volume, because now they've added apply to all. So you have to just change your volume once and you can apply that to every clip. Now this is just so more convenient than it was before. But because if you had like 50 clips and you wanted to change them all to 30, they start on 80. So you have to just drag every single one to 30, which will take about 5 minutes at least. So it does still waste your time. Now, as you can see, what I'm doing right now on the screen is, it's like the settings for the screenshots, for like these new screenshots that are like movable. So I think that that's pretty cool that they added that feature in. Now the next thing is you can is the editing things, like editing filter and overlay. So as you can see, I added a filter to this earlier, so I could delete that, but I actually quite like it. Now you can also edit the overlays, which is like the text and stuff. So okay, so there I delete the filter, but you can also delete the overlays and add new ones and things. You can also edit the transition, so I'm going to add one here and then edit, and I can delete it, replace it, and also I can change the volume of it as well. So that is pretty useful. So guys, the next thing, and guys, I'm sorry that I have to say next and like, you know, stuff like that. I have to repeat myself quite a lot throughout this video, so I'm sorry about that. Sorry about my bad explaining, but you can actually edit the volume and everything of the commentary, so you can move it all around, and you can do the same with the music, as you can see that I just did. You can delete the music, you can move it around, and you can change the volume. So right now you can see we got a pretty full clip, and we've done everything that we need to do with it, except it's all messed up. So when you guys use it, you can do it however you want. So guys, the final thing is if you click back, it comes up with this exit project little menu. This is also new, and you can go on share and exit, which obviously you can just click triangle instead, or you can go save and exit, exit without saving, or cancel. But anyway guys, that has just been the full in-depth of SHAREfactory. I hope you guys did enjoy and you did learn something from it. If you did, please leave a like. If I didn't cover something, please comment it. And also, if you're new, please do subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.